To breaking news in the last few minutes or so that Paul Pogba banned from football for 4 years after failing a drugs test last year.
Paul Pogba can't kick a ball as a professional footballer again until 2028. He might never play football professionally again, and his career may well go down as one of the saddest in the history of football. From the highs of lifting the World Cup,
Pogba! For France, and possibly now the world!
to the lows of being blackmailed by his own brother, to being banned from football for 4 years for a doping test. This is the story of Paul Pogba's downfall, and there's only one place we can start: back at Manchester United.
First of all, I always love United, to be honest.
Pogba joined United's youth academy in 2009 from French club Le Havre, and his talent quickly caught the eye. He won the FA Youth Cup in the 2010-11 season, and it looked like a star was born. And with Paul Scholes retiring in 2011, an opportunity was there, until it wasn't. Paul Scholes came out of retirement in 2012, and when Sir Alex started Phil Jones and Fabio in midfield against Blackburn, Pogba started thinking about elsewhere. Discontent with the limited playing time and seeking more opportunities, he declined to sign a new contract. And when his contract expired in 2012, he left the club on a free transfer, and this is where his story really began. Pogba joined Juventus in the summer of 2012 on a free transfer from United, and he wasted no time making an impact. His physicality, technical ability, and his vision stood out. He quickly established himself in Italy. Throughout his debut season, Pogba's performances were crucial in helping Juventus secure their second consecutive Serie A title under Antonio Conte. And over the following seasons, Pogba continued to play a key role as Juventus asserted their dominance in Serie A, clinching multiple Scudettos. Partnership in midfield with Andrea Pirlo and Arturo Vidal became one of the most formidable in European football, and his inclusion in the UEFA Team of the Year and consistent presence in the French squad elevated his status. At Juve, he had become one of the best midfielders in the world and was coveted with a big transfer. But what happened next? Not many expected to see. In August 2016, Pogba made a highly anticipated return to Manchester United, completing a record-breaking transfer from Juve. The transfer fee of $89 million made him the most expensive footballer in the world at the time. Pogba's return generated immense excitement, and in his first season back, Pogba played a pivotal role in United winning the League Cup and the Europa League under Jose Mourinho. These successes marked a positive start to his second stint with the club. However, despite moments of brilliance, Pogba's performances were criticised for their inconsistency. He and his agent, Mino Raiola, were criticised for stirring the pot, but it was his relationship with Jose Mourinho that caused the most friction. The fallout between Pogba and Mourinho primarily revolved around tactical disagreements. Mourinho often deployed Pogba in a more defensive midfield role, limiting his attacking freedom, which clashed with Pogba's natural style. Tensions escalated, with both parties making public comments that hinted at a strained relationship. Mourinho questioned Pogba's commitment and consistency, while Pogba hinted at a desire for more attacking freedom. He found himself benched or subbed by Mourinho in several key matches, fueling speculation of a rift. Reports then emerged of a training ground incident where Pogba and Mourinho had a heated exchange. Details were not fully disclosed, but it just added to the fractured relationship between Pogba and Mourinho. The culmination of all of this, Jose Mourinho departed as United manager in 2018.
Big breaking news. Manchester United have sacked Jose Mourinho.
Pogba had outlasted Mourinho, but that was far from his biggest moment in 2018, because that was a year that was a defining moment for him as a footballer. With France at the World Cup in Russia, Pogba played a pivotal role. His combination of physicality, technical skill, and vision made him an essential component of that team's midfield. Throughout the tournament, he displayed consistency in those performances, an ability to control the tempo of the game, to distribute, to contribute defensively, and not only that, but pose a threat going forward. He became a complete midfielder at that tournament, and he showcased those leadership qualities in the final against Croatia. He played a key role, and his overall performance in the tournament earned him widespread praise and recognition. Winning the World Cup with France, it was the crowning achievement for Paul Pogba, and it always will be. It was a moment of redemption for the midfielder who had faced so much criticism from his earlier challenges. Pogba's influence on the French national team cannot be overstated, but could he bring that form back to United? That was the question. After Mourinho was sacked, Solskjaer came in, and under Ole, Pogba experienced a massive resurgence in form, and he became one of Europe's most in-form players. Solskjaer's system allowed Pogba to have more freedom in attack, and in that season, he got 13 goals and 9 assists. That was his best output in a United shirt.
Now he's playing in a team that's got runners. You were talking earlier about the runners, which is a midfield that gives you options. You know, there's variation in the play. He's playing the left of a diamond, he's playing ahead of a two, he's getting himself in the box. At times I watched him under Mourinho, he was restricted.
He took on a bit of a leadership role within the team, formed a partnership with Bruno. He was at his flowing best, but injuries, halted progress. And then questions around his future emerged again. Questions he and his agent Mino Raiola allowed to fester. It angered United fans. There was so much distraction off the pitch, and instead of following up with that resurgent form, Pogba's influence at United waned, and he slowly walked towards an exit as a free agent for the second time, again joining Juventus. However, life away from the pitch was about to take an unexpected turn. The family fallout and blackmail scandal involving Pogba is a complex and deeply personal issue that rocked the footballing world. The saga began when Paul Pogba's older brother Matthias and a group of childhood friends demanded 13 million euros from Pogba. The group claimed to have protected him for many years and felt neglected after Pogba's rise to international fame. The situation escalated to the point where Pogba was reportedly threatened by masked, armed men with assault rifles in a Paris apartment, leading him to pay the group 100,000 euros in an attempt to appease them. This extortion attempt and the involvement of Pogba's brother Matthias, who was later taken into custody, were part of a broader investigation into attempt organised extortion, with charges expanding to possible extortion with a weapon, kidnapping. Matthias Pogba released several videos on social media, in one of which he claimed, "If you're watching this video, that will be because my brother Pogba has found a way to silence me," criticising Paul Pogba's lifestyle and his entourage. The Paris prosecutor's office confirmed an investigation into the matter, which included the aforementioned charges. Pogba detailed these threats and intimidation in meetings with investigators, stating that the demands for money dated back to March. Despite paying some of the demanded sum, the blackmailers were not satisfied, leading to further confrontations. Notably, Pogba recognised his brother Matthias among the men during one of these confrontations. The case was a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities that come with fame and success, and for Pogba, the downward slope only gathered pace. On the 11th of July 2022, Juve announced Pogba's return on a 4-year contract. Only a couple of weeks later, he suffered a serious knee injury and was sidelined for 2 months. That injury later required surgery and ruled him out of the 2022 World Cup. And then on the 11th of September 2023, Pogba was provisionally suspended from playing due to a suspected drugs test fail, as testosterone metabolites were found in his test results following a match against Udinese on the 20th of August. The drug test was further confirmed on the 6th of October, after another sample was also found to have the same drugs present. And on the 29th of February 2024, Pogba was banned from football for 4 years.
Paul Pogba has been banned from playing football for 4 years, according to Sky in Italy.
Pogba released a statement after the ban, vowing to appeal it, saying that he is shocked and heartbroken by the decision. But as it stands, Paul Pogba may never kick a ball as a professional footballer again. From the dazzling heights of lifting the World Cup with France to a career which, in Paul Pogba's words himself, led him into a feeling of depression following fallouts, injuries, blackmail, scandals, and a host of other things, Pogba's career has been littered with just as much controversy off the pitch as success on it, if not more. And Pogba might go down as one of the greatest what if it was different footballers that the game will ever see.